There are raw ideas in your mind, but until you sit to think, you can never get them into your consciousness.
Focal Point Ministries, equipping global visionary leaders.
All right, you are welcome again to our YouTube channel, and we know you are doing great today. We are just bringing a short word to us, and that is invent your mind. You see, your mind is a field with massive treasures. Your mind is a farmland with hidden potentials. So much potentials that you cannot even exhaust them. In fact, when the Bible was speaking, Bible says that He has stored eternity in our mind. That means what He has stored in your mind, they can never be exhausted. You will continue to tap them, you continue to mine them, and you will still have more. But we see many people today whose mind is not functioning. Why? Because they have never learned to invent their mind. And that is what we want to share briefly with us. Invent your mind. Very, very important. That is just, the short message. Invent your mind. Your mind is loaded with potentials, as I said. Your mind is loaded with a lot of resources. But if you don't invent your mind, there is no how your mind can produce those inventions. There's no how your mind can produce those amazing ideas, those amazing resources, those amazing results. As a matter of fact, greater than mineral resources in the nations of every soil, in the soil of every nation all over the world, is the resource, the mental resources in your own mind alone. I'm telling you the truth. Greater than all the mineral resources, all the gold in the world, is the resources in your mind. The resources in your mind are far much more than you have even realized. But how do you tap into the resources of your mind? That's why we are talking about invent your mind. And number one, which is very, very important, is listening. Oh my God, it sounds simple, but this is very, very key. The first thing you need to do is learn to listen to inventors. You want to invent your mind, then listen to inventors. Listen to them speaking. Listen to them teaching. Listen to them, from seminars. Listen to them from their books. So that you can also call learning. So engage in listening. Engage in listening. You see, there is nothing new under heaven. That is the sincere truth. There is nothing new under the sun. What this one knows, which he calls an innovation, is just an amendment from someone else. So if you also want to invent your mind, what you need to do is listening to men who have invented their minds. The gurus in your field, who have invented ideas. When you listen to them, something will be imparted into you. And you also can be able to create your own idea. You also can be able to create your own inventions. You also can be able to create your own concept. So learn to listen. Number two is thinking. Very, very important. There are raw ideas in your mind, but until you sit to think, you can never get them into your consciousness. Thinking is a process of connecting with the subconscious, so we can tap subconscious resources into the conscious realm. Thinking is a process of, entering into the subconscious realm of our mind, so we can mine out resources. So we can mine out, treasures. We can mine out mental riches, mental resources. And we mine them, we bring them into the conscious realm, where we become aware that, wow, I got the idea. I know what to do. Yes, I've gotten another concept. But without thinking, it will never be possible. There is no how you can mine resources from your mind if you are not a person who is given to thinking. There is no how you can, get the best of your mind if you are not given to thinking. Thinking is one of the ways to explore your mind. Thinking is in fact, is the valid means of exploring your mind. Is the valid means of, exploiting things out of your mind. Bringing out depth of riches, depth of resources from your mind. The power of thinking. Never joke with thinking. So have a creative thinking session. Have a creative thinking session if you want to invent your mind. Have a creative thinking session. Have a time where you sit alone and you meditate, you ruminate. Have a time where you sit alone and you begin to contemplate, you begin to ponder on, okay, if I do this, okay, let me remove this, let me add this, let me put this, let me include this. Then before you know it, an idea is born, a new concept has arrived. That is the power of thinking. Number 3, which is very, very important for us to actually, invent our mind, is the place of prayer. Oh, don't say no, don't mention that one. Relax. Science has proved to us that praying is one of the things that expands our cortex. What is the cortex? Cortex is the part of the brain where ideas are gotten. Cortex is the part of the brain where insights are gotten. Cortex is the part of the brain where inspirations are caught. Cortex is the part of the brain where you have, creative concept. So what does that mean? Every time the cortex expands, what actually happens was that new ideas just flooded the mind or the brain. New ideas, new creativity just, entered into the brain. And that was what led to the expansion of cortex. So and science made us to know that spending time in prayer enhances that expansion. So that means prayer floods your mind with ideas. That means prayer, helps you to tap into resources that even through thinking you cannot tap into. There are ideas you cannot access by thinking. You access them by praying. I'm telling you the truth. This works. I've just given you what science is, and you can go out. So it works. You can actually, expand your horizon. You can expand your vision, your creativity through the power of your praying, through the power of your thinking, and through the power of your listening. So you want to invent your mind, then listen to inventors, then engage in thinking and engage in the power of prayer. Very, very important. But there is one caution, and that is the fact that remove negative elements from your mind. Those things, they block the channel through which great resources, mental resources will flow into your mind. Remove envy, remove unnecessary things, remove jealousy, remove those things. Remove past failures, remove discouragement and disappointment of the past. Remove them from your mind. Let your mind stay clear. The clearer your mind, the more positive your mind, the more creative it becomes. I'm telling you the truth. So maintain positive mind. Very, very important. Maintain positive feelings. Maintain inward ambience in your mind. Let there be serenity in your mind. Let there be peace in your mind. And next time we see, you'll be giving and sharing testimony of creativeness, innovativeness. You'll be sharing testimony of how you have invented your mind and the great things the Lord has done through this teaching in your life. God bless you. But remember to always share, remember to always comment, and remember to always like. We love you. Bye.